minutes or 10 minutes?
I would start on time.
Okay.
If we start about now, that'd be great. Over to you.
Okay. I will starting right now. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Min Shin from the South Korea, and I'm SEA 19. Today, I will tell you about the case of the Hakyogaru, which was based on the Google site. So let's starting first. I'm working in the Daegu Junior Elementary School as a teacher, and I got a Google Certified Innovator and Trainer Educator, and then I'm working as a member of the Future Education Committee in the South Korea. So today, I will tell you about the Hakugazu, which is the online learning site for all during the COVID-19 made by teachers and using the Google tools and the Google site. So 2020, the 1st of the January and February, COVID-19 struck our city, Daegu, which was one of the most horrible situation in decades. So our school in South Korea were shut down. At the beginning, we were so frustrated because there's nothing we can do. We cannot go to the school, and we can not. There's not many things we can do because we shut down or something. But our teachers wanted to do something by using the edtech tools. So we decided to make an online learning site for because we have a great tool, the Google Sites. So 100 teachers gathered to create the e-learning content whole site using the Google site as well as the Google tools in the response to the COVID-19. So at first time we starting from the elementary school, and then we opened the middle school, and then lastly we opened the kindergarten. So we make the online site for the students from the kindergarten to middle school during the COVID-19. So first week of according to the first week data, 100,000 people visited this site daily, but there's no problem with the cost or something because every server is free when we using the Google site, so we don't need to pay any money for the covering the server. So that was one of the great point for the Google site because that was free. Here is another sample of the database. We also using the Google Data Studio to collecting just data and seeing the result of the daily using. So if you want to, when you want to using the Google site, then you can using the Google Analytics, and if you're using the Google Analytics, that means you can use the Google database. So Google Data Studio is the one of the key the great tools for just seeing the data of your site. So Google Data Studio and the Google site is a great option. So this is all. So we make our mission when we making the Google site to hackyogaza.com to create a better tomorrow's education for everyone. So this is the sample of our hackyogaza.com's site compositions. So this is the homepage. So in every day we change the homepage for the daily content. So if the students come to our site and clicking the each grade button, then move on to the daily content. So left side is grade, and this is the button for the each grade, and then in this below we have a YouTube live for every day. So we compose our YouTube live on the below. So this is the site composition of the learning site. So left side is of the YouTube video. So because we use YouTube video a lot because during the COVID-19 we can do the every class with the live. So we use the YouTube video on the left side, on the right side, and we make some question and answer activities. Also, we make some indoor play contents because students want to play in their home even they cannot go outside. So uh, as we think the learning is important, but the playing is more important than learning during the COVID-19 quarantine situations. So we make some content on here and uploading on the Google site, and then students are participating on our site and playing together in online. Another thing is a mission activity, because just watching the video and just learning something by their own is just boring. So we just focus on the how to make some collaborating and interacting each other. So we make some mission activities which can they can showing their contents and then collaborating each other in on online site. So this is one of the sample of our mission activities. It's right. It is about the writing the cheering message for all. So teachers are making the cheering message on the left side. Then students are participating together to clicking this button. Then they move on to the Google portal and they uploading their pictures together. So we are just doing the collaborating in the online. Also, this is another sample. So this is clicking this button, then they move on to the path list. So they are uploading the pictures about the animals nearby them. So it's like the interaction activities, and they can see each other even they cannot be in the same place, but they're getting together in the online. So Google Site is one of the home hub sites, and every students are participating together, and then they move on to the interaction activities by the online. Also, we make some the book contents for students, and we make some cartoon use, and we use these images for the image carousel mode in the Google site, and they're clicking the next button, then they can see the contents by picture. Also, during the COVID-19, we opened the YouTube channel for the students. So at first time, just making the site with the Google site, was, it looks like a little bit boring because there's no interaction tools. So we just thinking like that. Why don't we adding some YouTube Live for students in every day? Then students can see the teachers by the online and also can see new the daily concepts and the news concepts in every day. So we open the YouTube channel and then we uploading the YouTube live every day. And in the main page of our Google site, they can see the used YouTube live content for daily content. So we did more than 60 YouTube live for students during the COVID-19. This is a sample of our video. So we we think a lot of things about the YouTube live. At first time, we just focus on why don't we just let them about the content, about the learning or something. But as we think, they can do the learning when they go back to the school. So why don't we just make some interview contents with the special guests? So we got some volunteer from the famous people. So we invite them to our YouTube live show, and in daily contents, the students can see a lot of the news to people for their life during the COVID-19, because the special guest was a great chance um, to the how can I say, we invited a special guest from the whole of the country, so like the professors and then dentists and the CEO from the great company. So the YouTube live was the great chance for students to spread their insight for their lives. Also, during the summer camp and summer vacation and winter vacation, the students cannot go outside well. So we also opened the summer online camp using the Google site. So we changed our images and programming here. So we make some new site for the summer and winter vacation during the COVID-19. So this is another sample of them. Also, we in this summer vacation, no, no, yes, in this summer vacation, the Hakyogaja.com's the high and middle school team uses the metaverse platform for students. So we use the how can I say the metaverse platform. So they're participating in here, and they're doing collaborating and interacting together. So this is kind of the gather town something. So we can uploading every content on the Google site, and then we are combination. We make a combination of between the metaverse school and the Google site. So there was great chance for us to make some newly um, the 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 new kind of the news prior for the during the summer vacations. This is one of the sample of that. But I want to tell you about the procedure of the making hakugas.com because we make this site during the February of 2020, which means it's very hard to see each other in offline because we don't have any information about the COVID-19. So we got some frustrated and we got some scary about that. So every work were based on the online. But the problem was there's a lot of teachers who volunteered from the whole nation of the country, but we don't know each other, but we have to see each other just in the online. So we use the Google Meet for the making the hackers.com. So every procedure is based on the online, not offline. So the Google Meet was the base camp for our mission challenges. Also, we using the shared drive with the team drive for these missions. So every 100 teacher have to 100 teachers have to do the collaborating. So we use the shared drive, the team drive for the co-working. This is a sample of our manuscript works. So this left side is a Google Drive, and we have a lot of folders in left side in here, and this is our menu for the manuscript side. So teachers are getting together with the Google Docs, and they are writing the manuscript, and we are doing the collaborating via the Google Drive. This is a sample of the left side is our checklist procedure, and the right side is the blank for the teacher's the writing place for teacher's manuscript. And after the making the manuscript, the webmaster teams are using the Google site and then move it on to the Google site. So the manuscripts are moved on to the Google site. Also, we used a lot of the collaborating platform and tools. For example, we use the Agit platform from the Kakao Corps from the South Korea. Also, we use the Notion together. The Notion was the great tool because every Google Drive tools, every tools based on the Google Drive are just embedded in the Notion very well. So it was a great chance to make some, how can I say, the home hub site for the collaboration. Also, we use the Gather Town meeting for the metaverse meeting. But everyone's just curious about how can this be possible with non-experienced teachers. In this case, non-experienced teachers are not familiar with the EdTech platform or using the technologies. So because using the technology in the classroom was not common before the COVID-19, uh, even there are some teachers are using the EdTech, but that was still rare. So we use the Spark session like this way. So we use the Spark session and incubating process for the new members because everyone is volunteers. So we don't know about their background of the tech ability. So we if they just the apply for the volunteer rewards via the Google survey, we invite them to our messengers and we open the Spark session for them. In the Spark session, we teaching them the EdTech tools training and site tools training and the media making trainings. And especially if we open the junior lab Spark session, which means the special session for freshman teachers. Even they became a teacher, they don't have any experience at working at school, so they have to adjust the online schooling for a fast moving. So we opened the special session for them. So this was the key success point for running this site together via the online. So the last year, October 5th, World Teachers Day, the hakyogazi.com site, the case was selected as the number one case of the education during the COVID-19. This is the video. This is the video that I sharing with the UNESCO and Caddy. And in this video, you can see how the teachers are working together during the COVID-19. Let's see this video. And this is the tribute for the teachers in South Korea and everyone who did the volunteering works for the hakyogazi.com. Let's see this video.
플랜 A, B, C 이렇게 자꾸 여러 가지 옵션들을 이제 생각하게
힘들거라고 생각을 했기 때문에 그래서 애들이 이제 제가 만든 콘텐츠 보고 막 선생님 목소리 들렸어요 이런 말 들으면 되게 뿌듯하더라고요. 그래서 결국은 선생님들도 아이들을 위해서 이런 콘텐츠를 만드는 게 아닐까.
나이 많이 드신 선생님들께 원로 선생님들께서도 학교가자 덕분에 용기를 많이 얻으셨다고 저한테 말씀을 하셨고 아 나도 만들 수 있겠구나 라는 생각을 하고 본격적으로 자신들이 만들기 시작했고 그러니까 X세대와 Z세대를 연결해주는 저희 Y세대 역할 때문에 모든 세대들이 학교 통합될 수 있는 계기가 되지 않았나 저는 그렇게 생각을 하고 있습니다.
이제 한번 시작해볼까라는 마음들이 생긴 것 같아요.
진로, 그 다음에 환경보호.
위기 상황을 겪으면서
학교의 역할이 세 분한테 뚜렷해지면서
우리가 만들었고 우리가 못했는 사이에
So that was an amazing case for the whole the countries because we did a great collaboration during the COVID-19. Even we cannot see each others, so we make some online site from the kindergarten to the middle school. But everyone's just curious about the money or the money problem or the that kind of things. But there were not the problem of that because we use the Google site. So when you want to make some Google site, that is great opportunity for everyone who wants to do some collaboration work via the COVID-19 pandemic situation. So in with this case, the many teachers got some know-how or the some how can I say they got some they got some like we can do something because Google site is the very most easiest tool for teachers and students are who can participating together. So when you want to make some online site or something, please use the Google site for that. So Google site is a great tool for collaboration during the pandemic and even the post COVID-19 situations. Thank you for listening and hope to create chance to get innovate for your future life. Thank you.